we will learn about use case diagram relationships. Use case diagram relationships. Friends, there are 5 relationships in a use case diagram. We will now learn about them. Number 1, association between actor and a use case. So you are aware that the notation of actor in a use case diagram is that of a stickman, actor, and notation of a use case in a use case diagram is that of an ellipse. The name of the use case is written inside. And the first relationship is the association relationship. And the notation for association relationship is the straight line, or actor and use cases are associated with a straight line. Second relationship in a use case diagram is generalization relationship between actors. Relationship between actors. The notation for generalization relationship is an arrow like this. Generalization between actors. Association between actor and a use case. Third relationship is basically generalization relationship between use cases. So I will write down the name of the third relationship. It is generalization between use cases. The notation for generalization relationship is a arrow like this. We will be learning about all these relationships in a while. Fourth relationship is include relationship between use cases. So the notation for the include relationship is this dashed arrow, and on the arrow includes is written in a Guillemot. And fifth relationship is extend relationship between use cases. Here it is shown like this. The arrow remains the same. Only over the top of the arrow, the Guillemot shows extends. Now we will learn about each of these relationships one by one. So let us now learn about the association relationship between the actor and the use case. So a typical use case diagram looks like this. So this is the system boundary. Let us say I am preparing a use case diagram for a subsystem of ATM machine where cash is withdrawn. So let's say there is a use case withdraw cash, and the account holder, which is an actor, can withdraw cash. So this is the association relationship shown by this straight line between the use case withdraw cash and the account holder, which is withdrawing cash from the ATM. The same account holder can also work on the use case print mini statement. So account holder is also associated with print mini statement use case. So account holder is also associated with this use case with association relationship. So this is what we learned as the first relationship, which was association between an actor and a use case. Second relationship which I told was the generalization relationship between actors. Let us think of a situation where this ATM machine is also operated by a bank employee whom we call as an administrator or ATM administrator. This ATM administrator can also, you see, print reports and also, let us say, verify balance. So this ATM administrator can do these two additional activities. Also, by virtue of ATM administrator being the employee of the bank is also an account holder. So ATM administrator can do all what a bank employee can do. So what I have shown is basically a generalization relationship between ATM administrator and the account holder. So ATM administrator is the specialized actor and the account holder is the generalized actor. And between the two, there is the notation for the generalization relationship between the actors. Both of them are actors to the system. So you can see it here. So this is the, you can see notation, this arrow is the notation for the generalization relationship between actors. And the arrow points from the specialized actor towards the generalized actor, generalization relationship. Now let us learn the remaining three relationships in the use case model. So the third relationship was that of generalization between use cases. So number third relationship was generalization between use cases. Sometimes what happens that there are certain use cases which are which can be invoked into variety of means. So say think of a use case, make payment. So accountant in some system is associated with the use case make payment. Just have a look here that use case names are always names of verbs. So this is a typical method in which the use case names are made. And this make payment can be payment by cash or payment by check. So you see the payment by cash or payment by check are called as the specialized use cases, and the make payment is the generalized use case of that, and the arrow always points from the specialized use case name. Arrow will point from the specialized use case name towards generalized use case name. So this is the generalization relationship among the use cases, and this arrow is the notation for generalization relationship. Fourth relationship is the include relationship between use cases. Sometimes what happens, if we invoke one use case, another use case is automatically invoked. So one use case automatically includes another use case in usage. Let us learn this with an example. Think of an ATM machine where the account holder invokes the use case withdraw cash. So account holder, when invokes the use case withdraw cash, another use case which is send SMS is invoked. So we can say that the send SMS use case is the included use case and the withdraw cash is the including use case, and there is an include relationship between withdraw cash and send SMS use case. So the notation is that of dashed arrow, and on the dashed arrow on the Guillemot includes will be written, and the arrow will point towards the included use case, and it will start from the including use case. So including use case, an arrow will point towards the included use case. So this is the fourth relationship, which is the include relationship between use cases. Now it is time to learn about the extend relationship between use cases. Extend relationship is a slightly, you see, or what I will say, relatively difficult relationship to learn. However, I will explain extend relationship to you with an example. So remember this example, and at the cost of repetition, I will again tell you that there are 5 relationships in the use case model. We are learning extend relationship between use cases right now. However, the other 4 relationships are association relationship between actor and a use case, generalization relationship between actors, generalization relationship between use cases, include relationship between use cases, and now we are learning about extend relationship between use cases. Sometimes what happens that one use case invariably, or one use case can optionally, so not invariably, optionally extend its functionality to another use case. The use case which is extending its functionality optionally to the other use case is known as the extending use case, and the use case which receives this functionality is known as the extended use case. And as is the convention, I will just show it to you. So extending use case will optionally extend its functionality to the extended use case, and arrow is same as that of include relationship, only thing is on the top, to clarify, on the Guillemot extends will be written. And here I will explain this extend relationship with an example. First thing is, the word optional is very important, so I highlight the word optional extension of functionality from extending use case to extended use case. So remember the word optional, not always. Whereas in include relationship, one use case almost invariably invokes another use case. So let us think, or let us learn extend relationship with an example. Let us say, think of a estate broking and a selling system. So I will just make this diagram. So this is estate, selling and broking system. So you see, a person visits the office of estate selling and broking, and the person over the counter asks the advisor or the estate agent who is the actor. You see, actors are those individuals who interact with the use case. So let us say if you are sitting across the table and you are asking the estate agent to give him a recommendation. So estate agent is the actor. You are not the actor because you are not acting in the system in this situation. So you ask the estate agent to recommend some apartment to him. So there is a use case, recommend apartment. Now you see, before the estate agent recommends the apartment, the functionality of recommend apartment use case is that you are registered here. And then after registration, this recommend apartment use case invariably invokes the search apartment use case. So this is the example of what we have learned earlier, the include relationship. Optionally, when the apartment search is made on your asking or on your advice, the estate agent can reserve the apartment in your name. So another use case, reserve apartment, is invoked. This happens only optionally, and under such condition, the reserve apartment use case extends its functionality to recommend apartment. So this is the example of extend relationship between use cases. So to repeat once again, extend relationship is basically optional extension of functionality of the extending use case to the extended use case. Arrow points from the extending use case towards the extended use case. And this concludes our session in which we have learned that there are 5 use case diagram relationships, which were association relationship between use cases, between a use case and an actor, generalization between actors, generalization between use cases, include relationship between use cases, and extend relationship between use cases. So these are the 5 relationships, and let's revise the notation of these relationships very quickly. So when we revise the same, this is the notation for association between use case and an actor. This is the notation for generalization between actors. This is the notation for generalization between use cases. This is the notation for include relationship between use cases. Notation is this arrow with the Guillemot includes. For extend relationship between use cases, the arrow remains the same and extends is written over it. So friends, with this I conclude this brief session on relationships of a use case diagram. Please remember these relationships. Use case model is a very important model for business analysts and all other stakeholders of the IT system. And this is your friend and trainer Vijay Shukla saying you goodbye for now. I am always available to you at 919810055734. This is my number. This is my email ID, director@qbi.in, and a lot many resources on business analysis can be taken up at www.qbi.in, our institution where we run certification programs in business analysis and other allied areas. You are welcome to visit the Institute portal. Thank you.